the weekend, Iran carried out its retaliatory attack against Israel. Israel and its allies intercepted hundreds of drones and missiles sent by it. There's a lot of history, geopolitics, and proxy wars involved. But for now, we look at the two countries and its two leaders. Israel and its Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, Iran and its Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khamenei. Both countries have been in a shadow war for decades. There are lots of differences, but there is one similarity shared by its leaders. Netanyahu and Khamenei are facing pressure domestically. The nature of the pressure is different, but it's all about power at the end of the day. In recent days, scenes like these have become common on Israeli streets. Before the war, Prime Minister Netanyahu faced criticism on corruption charges. After the war, he is being accused of failure to bringing back the Israeli hostages held by Hamas. The protests have evolved, but the calls for resignation have stayed. Latest polls by Israeli news outlet shows 71% of the Israeli public think that Netanyahu should resign. Israel is busy claiming a success for thwarting Iran's attack. It says that 99% of the projectiles were intercepted, leading to only one person being injured. But the credit is not going to Netanyahu. In fact, if anything, the Prime Minister is in a tough position. Remember, Netanyahu has built his career promising security to Israel. Yet the largest attack on Israeli soil, the Hamas's October 7th attack, took place under his watch. Which is why Netanyahu's critics are not mincing their words. Just today, opposition leader Yair Lapid called Netanyahu's government an existential threat to Israel. Netanyahu has two choices. He can either launch a full-scale war against Iran, hoping to regain the lost trust domestically. But for that, he will need United States support. The other option is not to retaliate. But that will make him look weak, and many might also see it as a victory for Iran. Whatever Netanyahu chooses to do will definitely have bearing on his political future, one way or the other. Let's come to Iran now. This is what transpired right after Tehran launched salvos on Israel. Hardline supporters danced, waved flags, and gleefully showed off fake missile heads. It's important to note here, not everyone in Iran supports the retaliatory action, but the visuals are enough to tell you about the pressure within. Just about a month ago, Iran held its parliamentary elections. Expectedly, hardliners consolidated their grip on power, which means that they control the three branches of the government: judiciary, executive, and legislature. Supreme Leader Khamenei has his loyal men in the top positions. But this is Iran we are talking about, where senior clergymen have a lot to say in the country's governance. They were the first to call for, quote-unquote, avenging the attack on Iran's consulate in Syria. And the weekend attack did exactly that. A bullish Iranian government have praised the strike. They are claiming the attack was a moral choice, insisting that Iran had to react to Israel's provocation. Khamenei is 84 years old, and over the next 8 years of his term, should he be unable to fulfill his duties, his successor will have to take over. Someone the same senior clergies will decide. The volatile situation in West Asia has a lot of history behind it, and as it turns out, a lot of politics as well. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.